If you ever tried playing a pure necromancer, you already know. It's not just a class, it's a commitment. And in many RPG systems, especially in games like The Elder Scrolls Online, a true necromancer isn't just another DPS with a spooky theme. It is, without question, one of the hardest archetypes to play well. Today, I'll explain why. You don't just play with skills, you manage corpses. Every class manages resources, magicka, stamina, and cooldowns. The necromancer manages death itself. Your power doesn't come from just pressing abilities on cooldown, it comes from corpse generation, corpse placement, corpse timing, and corpse consumption. If you mistime a corpse, your burst falls apart, your sustain collapses, your defensive tools disappear. Other classes generate value automatically. A Dragon Knight applies pressure through dots. A sorcerer gets passive damage from pets. A pure necromancer must create their own battlefield ecosystem before they can even begin to dominate it. You are constantly thinking, where will the corpse land? Will it be safe? Can I tether it? Do I consume it now or save it for the defense? That mental stack alone makes the class punishing. Necromancer damage is rarely instant. Blast bones have travel time. Tethers require setup. Colossus requires positioning and timing. Your burst window is not press ultimate when fight, it is pre-summon Q corpse. Time, detonation, apply major vulnerability, sink your damage, and if the enemy rolls at the right moment, everything whiffs. That's what makes the class difficult. Your damage is powerful, but it is telegraphed, delayed, and interruptible. In PvP, especially in a game like The Elder Scrolls Online, delay equals counterplay. You must think 2 seconds ahead of your opponent at all times. Necromancers are not subtle. Green beams, skeletons, explosions, totems, you cannot hide your burst like other classes. When a necromancer is about to combo, everyone sees it, and that means you get focused. In group fights, experienced players call out the necromancer first. Why? Because if left unchecked, the necro controls tempo, major vulnerability, area denial, resurrections, corpse synergy. But that spotlight means you must master positioning far beyond average players. You have to survive while being the obvious threat. The skill ceiling is brutal. A mediocre necromancer feels clunky. A good necromancer feels oppressive. An elite necromancer feels inevitable. The gap between those three is massive. Why? Because the class punishes sloppy timing more than almost any other archetype. Miss a blast bones, your burst is gone. Misplace a corpse, your tether fails. Pop ultimate at the wrong time, 0 value. Other classes can brute force their way through mistakes. Necromancers cannot. You are rewarded for precision and punished for hesitation. Many classes rely on shields, mobilities, or passive mitigation. A pure necromancer survives through Spirit Guardian's damage transfer, corpse healing, smart ultimate timing, battlefield awareness. Your survivability depends on managing multiple layers simultaneously. You're juggling incoming pressure, corp access, cooldowns, stamina for break free, ultimate economy. There is no autopilot. You either stay sharp or you die. It requires emotional discipline. This is something people don't talk about. Necromancer punishes tilt. When your burst feels, it feels terrible. When blast bones bugs or misfires, it's frustrating. When your combo is dodged at the last second, it is demoralizing. You cannot play Necromancer emotionally. You must reset instantly. Because the class thrives on controlled setups, not reactive panic. Pure Necromancer is harder than hybrid. Let's be clear, I'm not talking about hybrid builds that dip into necro skills. I'm talking about fully committed corpse-centric gameplay. That means building around synergies, timing around major vulnerability, maximizing corpse uptime, playing around group utility. You're not just playing for numbers, you're orchestrating the entire fight. An orchestration that is harder than aggression. Most classes react. Necromancers predict. You don't win because you press faster. You win because you planned earlier. You are always asking, what happens 3 seconds from now? Where will they dodge? When will they counterburst? The level of anticipation separates average necros from terrifying ones. Pure Necromancer is the hardest class to play because it demands resource management beyond magicka and stamina. It relies on delayed telegraphed burst. It forces constant corpse control. It attracts focus. It punishes mistakes brutally. It requires foresight instead of reaction. But that's also why it is one of the most rewarding. When you master it, you don't deal damage. You control life and death. You dictate tempo. You turn the battlefield into your ritual circle, and then everything lines up. There is nothing more satisfying than watching your enemy fall to a plan you set in motion seconds ago. That is the burden. That is the difficulty. That is why Pure Necromancer is the hardest to play.
Bone cage on my back, sand swirling in the tracks. You step in my circle like it's sweet. Flag on, now you stuck in the black. Skulls carved into the sky. Soul tether, watch it rap. You came swinging like a hero in the hill, left holding your own epitaph.
It's a graveyard dueling team, real, well, real. 1v1, I write your farewell, well, well. You swing still, I raise hell, raise hell. You fall down my corpses, yeah. Graveyard dueling team, real, well, real. You see greenness, you know the spell, well, well. You talk big, I ring bells, ring bells. You logged out, but I still dwell.
Ooh, you roll, dodge, I read that tell. You boss, swap blade now, you can't hear well. Blast bones crawling up under your feet. By the time you break free, you already fell. Graveyard on cooldown, still I stun. Spirit mending every cut, every front. You chase a kite, then I turn on a hunt. One burst, make your whole guild grunt.
You thought play made you blessed, till my skull start chewing through your chest. You pop all your potions, all your rest. I just laugh, put a hand on your crest. You see the mist and you panic. Try to sprint out, feet feel granite. And the last detonation lands, and your whole screen fades to static. This a graveyard dueling Tamriel. 1v1, I write your farewell. You swing still, I raise hell. You fall down my corpses, yeah. Graveyard dueling Tamriel. You secret miss, you know the spell. You talk big, I ring bells. You log out, but I still dwell.
You bring friend, I bring more grave. Names carved in the dust where you lay.
You bring rage, I bring that calm. Cold hands, warm soul in my palm.
Out here where the dead don't sleep. You pick the fight, I dig it deep.
This a graveyard dueling Tamriel. 1v1, I write your farewell. You swing still, I raise hell. You fall down my corpses, yeah. Graveyard dueling Tamriel. You see greenness, you know the spell. You talk big, I ring bells. You lock out, but I still dwell.
Step in the circle, draw that line. You brought a crew, I just brought time, yeah. 7 buffs on my bar, I'm chill. You pot spam, still can't get a kill. You roll, dodge, panic, stamina drain. I'm weaving light hits right through your frame. You flex that gold trim, crown crate drip, but you choke when the pressure grips. I've been in Bruma since level 10. Same name tags, I just log back in.
You pop that OT, whiffin' the sand. My block heavy, put you right where you stand. Battle roll back with my magic glow. Dragon blood drip, then I let it all go. You tapping zone chat, calling me cheaper. You in permaclo, I'm in the week, I'm on jewel flat. Middle of town, You seem out to bud, better bow down. Duel at dawn, no gods, no gate. Meet me in the dust, we decide your fate. You can bring that sweat, bring the rage, that pride, but you fall when we fight one-on-one outside. Duel at dawn, just you, just me, no keeps, no zerg, only legacy. When the potions fade and the crowd gets quiet, you remember how I cooked you in a fast street ride.
You bragging guild chat, talk real slick, but in open field you log out quick. I seen your combo, same 4 keys, same old burst, I rid it with ease. You stack those sets like they carry the day, but can you win when they all fall away? When there's no siege, no wall, no flag, just your heartbeat loud and your hands that lag.
We square up, countdown, 3, 2, done. You already shook, I ain't even begun. I fake cast, fade out, you break free. Drop shade, you swing at a ghost of me. You spam that fear, but I cleanse that fast. You backpedal slow, get erased, that's past. Screenshots send when your health bar melts. Tight nice do, why you still feel well? I don't need excuses, don't need luck. Just bar swap, clean in the well, time tuck. You can blame ping, blame build, blame gear, but you died cause you fought someone real right here. Duel at dawn, no guards, no gate. Meet me in the dust, we decide your fate. You can bring that sweat, bring the rage, that pride, but you fall when we fight one-on-one outside. Duel at dawn, just you, just me, no keeps, no zerg, only legacy. When the potions fade and the crowd gets quiet, you remember how I cooked you in a fast street riot.
Who you when the crowd logs off? When it's just that health bar soft, can you stand in the sand? No spam, no scam, just skill in your hands and a test on the land.
Who you when the buffs run dry? When it's just a look in your eye. If you want my respect, step out that keep. We can settle every story where the stones run deep. Yeah. Duel at dawn, no guards, no gate. Maybe